and nothing's stopping me now. And nothing's stopping me now.
Hi everyone, and this is Patty, and welcome to the Skywolf Legacy Tatooine Stronghold tour. In just a moment here, we're going to flip it on over to the intro scene, and I'll be right back with you. And we are back to Tatooine. This base is actually called Naja's Pirate Roost, which I actually changed it to another character's name after I recorded this. It's Trajectos. But as we go on through our scenery here, my character's going to run around this front top deck and kind of give off a little look at what's down below, and then we'll look at pretty much what's on the deck itself. You can see a lot of the different items throughout the entire sequence of the Tatooine Stronghold. You can see in the distance I have a sun generator as well as another generator off here to the right side, which encompasses I call it the hangar, because you can have a ship in there, and I do have a ship in there, and I also have a lot of my other equipment, which I'll show to you here very shortly. The sun generator is big enough that it actually goes on a starship decoration hold. So it's quite a big unit, and it's nice having the hangar because you can put another ship in there. But as you see, I have statues, and I have decorations, and I have flags, and I have operational equipment, and I even have a forge way out in the distance, but we'll get to all those here in just a few minutes. I'm not a real good jumper on these things, so I'm surprised I haven't fallen off this thing trying to do it. I usually have a tendency of being a little strong-fingered on my keyboard when I'm jumping. But we're taking a broad look at the deck. I have my gambling area, and I have my lounging areas, and I have different types of lounges and arrangements for my guests to sit down. I also, throughout my strongholds, will have crafting pieces. Most of them are going to be the standard 4, the safe, the die tendrils, the dish, and the rubat. But right now we're looking at what I call the Republican room, because it is the Republic side for my characters for this particular room. I have it decorated with a variety of different things. Most of it is Voss tables and desks and cabinets and couch, but I have the standard luxury cabinets, and I have the pictures, and I have the chandelier, and I even have the nice complimentary large-size bed in there instead of the smaller ones that we have in some of the other rooms. I really like this chandelier. It's very, to me, it's very dainty, so it kind of like fits the idea of not being overly zealous in their decorations. And we're going to head off now to one of the other rooms, and as you saw with the different pictures, I have the 3rd anniversary and the 5th anniversary ones throughout my strongholds. And we just passed the small cantina bar, and this one here is called the Zakulian Cabinet, but it's got the makings for a bar, so I have my bartender and my waitress there. This is my Imperial Room, another luxury bed, and the things you see here on the wall that have a key above them, those are actually cargo holds. You can buy these on Fleet. There's a wall safe or a floor safe. and I have several of these throughout my strongholds in different rooms. As you see, I probably have, I think it's 3 of the wall and 1 floor in this room. But we have, nice decorations, but it's also standard decorations for the Imperial. They seem to be less on to materialistic things in a lot of different things. And this room is my slot machine room, and it's also my hold room. It has 3 different hold kiosks, that I call them. Your cargo, your legacy, and your guild, and it also has a GTN hutch. And right now I'm pressing on a sound effects decoration, and all the other pictures and things you see on the wall are from different flashpoints, and you get different size ones for different types of flashpoints. This room here I call my to-go room. It's kind of like my pass-through room. The couch decoration here, I actually paid attention to in Coruscant, and they have a lot of them designed like that with their lampposts and everything in them, so I had a lot of fun putting that together. There are a lot of other sites out there that you'll find on YouTube that will have some great ideas for decorations. I find some really unique things along the way. This is my, I don't know how you put it. It would be more like just a traveler's area. It has a lot of different things. It has my Jedi statues. It has the Valen Hollows put in the Manasi cages, and I have the Manasi water tank, and I have everything that's needed. And I also have my crafting duos here, and I've got the droids, and I have the Jawas. And this here is, of course, with the Stronghold, you have to kind of like keep up to date with all your stuff in and around your galaxy and planet. There's my Koth Ventura ship. I think that's how you say his last name. It's pretty much the only one I have besides fighter jets so far. I haven't quite gotten the big guys yet. I'm working on that part. But I have just, standard different things in here. I've got the Zerka stands. I've got the IOCAT decorations. I have the garbage chutes and the garbage truck there. I have other generators and bombs, and I have other missiles, and I have the warning lights, and I have all different kinds of generators and monitors. Everything that you would find in a stronghold to keep yourself well taken care of if you're watching out for enemies at this time. And, I've put a lot of things in here that are both Imperial and Republic. The only ones that actually serve for me as being particular to their faction are the home world ones. I really have been making these all a commonplace for both sides. And now with the new Manan one, since it'll be 6 strongholds, I'm doing a little thinking about changing it to like 3 and 3, but I'll have to think on that some more, because there'll be a lot of decorations going back and forth. But I utilize all the different things in here, and I have our hero statues, and I have signs, and I have the IOCAT stuff, and here we have the Jedi meditation stone, and going into where we have like I call this my meditation room. This is more like for the Jedi with the stuff in there, and I do have like a couple of beds. If they get tired, they can sleep. But here again, I'm using a different type of chandelier. There's so many different types other than the big yellow globes, and just kind of like have fun mixing and matching with them and playing around with them and finding what you like to do. You don't have to be faction specific. It is fun when you have one to do that with. Yep, there's my little lava pit. And but this is my heroes row. As you see, I have a majority of my statues there, but I have a lot more on Yavin, quite a bit of them there. And this is my go-through area. This is the underground one. And in here is kind of, again, more equipment to keep a stronghold safe. I have my guards as needed be, and different kinds of decorations and other kinds of computers and sensor computers. I even have the Alderaanian throne back there in the back, in case you get somebody who comes in who is mucky muck and they want to feel big about themselves. And this here is another thoroughfare, which I call my Cantina Playground. And basically, as you can tell, it has all kinds of different atmospheres. This room that we're going to right now is my medical bay. Pretty much all my strongholds have one, except for Nar Shaddaa just has a small area because it's laid out a little differently. But I have my medics, and I have, excuse me, the droids for purchasing stims and whatnot if you need to. I have the different types of beds. I've got the different types of medical lighting. I have tables. I have monitors. I have computers. I have there's 3 different types of beds in there, as well as the back to tanks. And then I have flags and ornamentals and things that you would find throughout different places to have fun with decorating. I did make this end and the other room on this level here pretty much Sith. This is to me is the Sith meditation and conference room. I don't know why that picture did that. I didn't hang it that way, but it looks kind of fun. But there's a guy on YouTube that uses these pictures to make what looks like the glass windows. Really, really pretty, really neat. So I've kind of like tried to stick to some of the Sith ornamental stuff in this area. I've got the unstable lightsabers, and I have the memorial stands, and I have the decorations that kind of fit into the Sith category, including cabinets and whatnot, trying to keep things simplified for, the everyday Sith or Imperial person that comes through. And here again, we have another type of chandelier that, just kind of like mix and mash to have fun with. Trying to see if I can see a few other things that I haven't really talked about too much. The emblem signs for the characters, for your different Sith Inquisitors, warriors, and stuff like that. Same thing with the Jedi Knights and Jedi Counselors. You get those when you hit level 50, and you get I believe 50 of them, or maybe even more. I think you can go on to the thing that you have in Legacy, and you can click on more if you need them. But some people use them for decorations, and some use them for signs, and I've seen them used in all different situations. And here we are. We're going up to ground level. And sorry about the video being a little glitchy. For some reason on my computer, the higher I went, it had a few little glitches here and there. And so now we're going to be at ground level where you can see where we have the sun generator, and we have the statues of Revan, and I have the regular generator in the back, and some areas for lounging, along with some mounts and other items. And I even have some more computers that are designed to be out and about. This set here is pretty much an Imperial set, and I put a lean-to tent next to it, and I put in stacks of containers and whatnot. And here we have the Odessan Forge, which I kind of felt kind of fit the desert atmosphere a tad bit. And this is an overhead shot of the lounge area. And we're going to make a roundabout here between the upper level domes from the rooms. And here we go with our little glitch again. I just love those glitches. Our computer's fun. And we have Revan here again, and we're going to take an overview look of my heroes area. Just as soon as we get over here to the Iocath collection. Here we have some of the stuff from Iocath that came out in the decorations. Their batteries, their monitors, their cauldrons, and I put tables in here, and I made it kind of like a work area that you would find if it was like a maintenance area, which kind of is what this monitor stands for. And so here we have some more overview looks. Tatooine is kind of interesting to try to decorate because you really have to be creative, and I'm not the greatest of being creative, but I've had a lot of fun just throwing things together. And here we are taking a look up to our upper level, and I do recall When you're doing the Datacron run that requires you to go on the balloon, you can actually see the stronghold from the balloon, and the balloon does pass right over top of the stronghold. You'll see that at the end of the video I have like a sunset element going on at the end, and you'll see the balloon fly by us, and how it patterns from one side of the rocks to the other on the outskirts of the stronghold. So we're going to head back down inside. As you can see, I've used a lot of torches, and I've used lights, and I've used plants and rocks and crystals and tables and chairs, and just, you know, all kinds of different things, not really to be specific in one particular area. And I do have my guards, which I kind of think is necessary when you have a dual set. Kind of keeps the peace, more or less. So we're heading back down now to the gambling room. And of course we're going to glitch again. And we're going to run by all those there and end about here on the deck again. And we're going to take our last evening view of Tatooine on a beautiful sunset of the dual suns. And I hope you guys have enjoyed what little bit there is here. If Tatooine is one that you're looking for to purchase, just remember that Tatooine is about $2.5 million to buy. It's going to cost you about 7 million or 750 cartel coins in order to open up all the rooms, and that doesn't include your decorations and everything. But it is laid out. To me, this is a medium to large size stronghold compared to some of ours, but I don't think it's as big. I think layout side, because the land is a little bit bigger than Nar Shaddaa. Definitely bigger than the home base ones, but not Yavin or Manaan, as I understand. Manaan, I understand, is pretty much the same size as the home base ones in items that you can place for decorations. So as you see in the background, there's our lofty little balloon that takes us to and from where we have to go to get our Datacron. And then we also have on the right hand side there a Jawa crawler coming across the sands. So this is about it for the tour of mine. I'm going to be doing a beginners type tour video on what you get and how things start and how to place things and whatnot here really soon. And as soon as Manaan comes out, I'm gonna probably buy that one too and go crazy decorating. So everybody have a great day, and thank you so much for coming by, and I hope you liked the video. I'm not one of the biggest groups of people out there, but I try to help as much as I can. I'm in the silver hair group, and I know it's not easy to do a lot of these things, and just to even help somebody with some basic ideas is pretty much why I've put my videos out there. So you guys have a wonderful night, and I'll see you later.